Hello, good evening, everyone. So today we are going to perform to create IAM user. We have created before AWS free tier account. The first account we created is called root account. Root account is login only when we need it. We cannot use root account daily purpose. So we are going to create IAM user. IAM means identity access management, where we can create user according to our needs. We allow some specific permission based on user need. So we are going to configure IAM user, and first IAM user should be admin. So here you can type IAM and open. IAM is a global policy, so you do not have to uh, select any reason. This is a global policy. This is my account ID. You need account ID to log in IAM user. Otherwise, you can create account alias name. Alias name should be unique in worldwide. So whenever you created alias name, you don't need account ID because account ID is too long. You cannot remember your account ID, but you can remember your alias name. So we are going to create few IAM user with different permission. First IAM user I'm going to create is admin because we are not going to use root account regularly. So we have one user with admin rights. So here is users. Go to user. I already created few users, but I am going to create another one. So I'm going to name this user admin AWS. We can create and we are going to provide AWS management console access. So I want to create IAM user. I'm going to allow custom password. So I don't need to change my password whenever I am going to log in because it's my account. So we don't need to. Whenever you create for another one, so you have to choose this option. So the user can create their own password. Select next, and then here is permission. So if you have already few group, I have already few group like admin group. There is attached policy is administrator access. So if you created only few group already, you can select this group. But I'm going to directly attach the policy. This policy is called inline policy. Whenever you directly attach any policy to group, not group or user. So this policy is called inline policy. Whenever you attach policy on group, then is for all users. So we are going to attach on directly users. So this type of policy is called inline policy. So I'm going to give administrator access. So you can here type select this option and you think this is admin rights. So this account can do everything that root can do. So we have to create an admin account IAM user. So we perform all other activity then root can do. So I'm going to next create next and then create the user. If you are going to log in, you can access this, but I'm going to log in AWS, type here and go to it, and you can sign in here. Now I'm signing with IAM user. So if you created a root user, but you don't created an IAM user, so you have to select this. There is asking for email address and password. If you allow multi-factor authentication, there is a one-time password OTP you have to enter. But I'm using IAM user, so I have to type account ID or alias name. My alias name is, you can see there, go to dashboard, leave this. Here is my account ID and here is alias name. Alias name is memorable, so you can use alias name. Account ID is very long. I don't have to need. I type only alias name and then go to next. Then my IAM user is admin AWS. One more thing, I have to check the name. Admin AWS. Now I have to type my password. Enter. So just right. But there is a one problem. Whenever you creating IAM user, you should apply multi-factor authentication because your password could be compromised. So anyone can access your account. So if you add extra security, is very good for your environment. So I'm going to enable multi-factor authentication also in this admin user. So type IAM services and here go to IAM services and then go to users. Here is the see security recommendation. You also can add from here, but I'm going to from here users select the AWS users and here enable without MFA. So I am going to enable with MFA. So my account, if anyone can hack my account, know my account and password, so they cannot access because they need extra multi-factor authentication. I'm going to enable this MFA features. You have to install authenticated app like Microsoft Authenticator or Google Authenticator, or you have any physical pass key or hardware token key you can use. But I'm going to this to name any kind of your device and name this. Uh, so whatever you do, name any type. Next, I have to open my Microsoft Authenticator app and scan this QR for getting OTP MFA code. Scan this QR and type your MFA key. So here's my first MFA key, and then you have to wait few seconds for another MFA key. Here is 430203. Now add MFA, and now I have multi-factor authentication on my account. Now I'm going to sign out and then further I'm going to log in. But now I am required for multi-factor authentication whenever I am signing. So I'm again signing my account. Now I'm going to use our alias name, but I am also show you can use this your account ID. Copy their account ID and paste here, but account ID is too long, so I'm use alias name is easy for me. My account is admin AWS. Now I'm enter the password, but after the password, my account is asked for multi-factor authentication. Now you can see. So if your password got compromised, your account is still safe. And Here my IAM user is login. So we are access for multi-factor authentication. Now I'm going to create also a group. Whenever we creating group, why we creating group? Because there is many users with same permission they need. Why we give separate permission? If you create a group, add every user and with those users with same kind of permission in this group, and then every user get the same permission. User can also part the multiple group. You can add a single user into multiple group. They inherited both permission from a different group. So I'm going to here create your group. I'm also created three group also. So I'm going to create this group for EC2. EC2 basically is a virtual server services. So I'm creating EC2 full access. Now I'm going to allow EC2 services. You type here, I give EC2 full access, Amazon EC2, where we launch our virtual server and then create the user group. So any user is the part of this group has a access of EC2 full access. They can launch many server they want, create, terminate, suspend, anything related to the EC2 services. But they cannot create it any IAM user. I'm going to add a EC2 user in this group. So if you want to add, select the user here. I have also one user. I'm going to add this user and this user add permission. You can see I give permission the Amazon EC2 full access. So permission basically is the role. We can say role services they can access with permission. Without permission, user cannot do in cloud. So we are giving permission. There is a one permission for a single user. Without permission, we cannot create user. So I give this user full access EC2. Now I'm going to check this user have a MFA or not. I think this user also have MFA, so they can create. I'm going to create another user and create another user with the name of this, and then I give to create IAM user custom password. Then user cannot change the password because I'm going to use this, and I only allow this group for user this group member. So this group member user only access EC2 full access, but cannot access other services like IAM services, S3 services, and other kind like Elastic Beanstalk, where we can write for application to create our application, or Lambda, where we run program our code in Python, JavaScript. So this only for Amazon EC2 full access, where we can launch our virtual server. Otherwise, this user cannot do anything other than EC2. So I'm going to create this user without MFA. So here is it. Then I'm going to log in this user. So I'm going to log out my account here, sign out, hit this and sign in. Now I'm going to give my alias name. My alias name is I created user with the name of Ajay and the password. I did not enable multi-factor authentication for this user, so without multi-factor I can access AWS Management Console. But you should enable AWS multi-factor authentication for every IAM user for security purpose. Now my region is the stock order. I changed my region for Mumbai because I'm going to launch my server on Mumbai location. So I had to check with what service I can access. Now you see there is IAM. I cannot access IAM services because I have no permission for IAM. Here you see your access denied. Everything if I want to create user, I cannot create because I have not have permission for IAM. I have only permission for EC2 services. I type here EC2 and here I'm going to launch virtual server whatever I need for this. So for launch you select launch instance then type here name like I have to Linux. I have to launch Linux. So I say Linux where AWS Amazon Linux and then you have to select always free tier because I want to free and use any other server like these servers are not free, they are costly, so I want free tier because I created free tier account. We have to create a key pair for access our AWS machine for remotely. To create key pair RSA, type any name like Linux and download because this key pairs contain your password for accessing your Linux machine. My machine automatically get public IP. I allow SSH traffic because anywhere I have to access this machine anywhere in world. So if you want to access from your location, you select custom my IP, my public IP. This IP is for my ISP. So if I am my ISP connected to my ISP, I can access from this location, but I cannot access anywhere. So if you select anywhere, you can access anywhere from internet. Now we have to create launch instance. So you can see we can access EC2 services. Here my service is running. Wait for few seconds. It's come out. My server is running in availability zone 1A. Now we can check if this is my public IP for my AWS machine or this is my private IP. Whenever I am going to remotely access, we need this type public IP. So we get public IP free. Get your machine initialized. Whenever your machine running, should be double to check the status. Then we can access this machine. This machine needs few seconds more. I'm only showing for practice one time because we creating the user for only EC2 role. You create as many as IAM user based on your need. If you creating for storage purpose, you want to backup or your data on AWS cloud, so you give only S3 permission. S3 means simple storage services. Only user with this role, yeah, this permission, you can perform storage, uploading and downloading. Only give the permission the user needed. Don't give extra permission because these services are not free. Still, it's taking few more minutes. Wait for now. Here is the step to check. Now we're going to connect. Then I select the connect and connect now. So only Amazon AMI Linux we can connect. We need a few select EC2 user unable to verify IAM permission. I think before this we have to verify IAM permission required to connect an EC2 instance. Grant following permission. The user needs to this two permission, I think. So user cannot access this permission. But I have another admin account. So if if I know the user can access, SSS client can access if they have to change the permission. So they directly cannot access like this. We have to require two more permission for this user to access this EC2 instance to connect. But I'm going to connect on different users. Like this user is my admin user. I'm going to check. So we have to type here EC2 and here my instance already running Linux. I'm going to connect because I have full permission for this user. So I can access like this because but this user cannot access because this user can create a EC2 machine and servers but cannot access because don't have this kind of permission. But I have another account with admin. They can access. Like I have to log in my root user. Enter and wait. If you want to log in your root user, you type first sudo and then su. Now you check your EC2 user now have a root user. You can check your storage lsplk. You can check your log files. So you can access it. You can update yum update if this is RPM version. You can check the yum update. Yes, yum update. You can must update this machine also. Yeah, nothing is already updated. We can run as a HTTP services like the yum install for running website HTTP the Apache web server. I'm going to create Apache web server. Now you check, see the role is going to install. Now we have to allow some basic firewall command for accessing this role. I have to add permanent this services. I have to type and double hyphen add services equal HTTP. Now I think firewall command is not found. Have to create system CTL and then I have to start Apache server HTTP then and firewall we have to stop firewall. I think the firewall not found. I have to stop if any kind of issue. Then there is no firewall. We have not. We don't have to worry. I want to done. So we have to type echo my web server. Whenever anyone open this website, there is this bar to the blue forward slash HTML and then forward slash index dot HTML. Now I have to enable HTTP because I cannot access this machine because I don't allow this firewall tool. I only allow TCP SSS. I have to allow add new role. So launch this wizard And this is your firewall security edit inbound rule. I have to also add HTTP traffic. Now I have a HTTP protocol anywhere, give anyone access from anywhere. Save this role, and now I have to access this machine. So I have to check the IP address or DNS for this machine. Go to detail. This is the public DNS. I'm going to paste and go. Check this. My web server. My website fully running because I only type on my web server. So you can see that my web server fully run. If you know how to create website, or otherwise you can create from any third party or any third person and then launch from here. You can launch also in Windows server. So that's how you can use cloud, AWS cloud. You can run your virtual server based. You can store your backup on AWS cloud. Is very instant service. This is fully functional your virtual server as a web server. This is a very fast and fully capable of your running full web server. So this practical is done here, I see. But don't forget terminate your machine because we are doing practicals only for lab purpose. So if you don't terminate this machine or running 24/7 hours, so I'm going to terminate this instance, and after the terminating the instance, then your data and your virtual server fully removed from this region, memory region. So now we are seeing our machine is removed. So this is the basic practical I want to show you guys. Okay. So I end here.